Zach decides that he's gonna leave, and he's gonna leave his own house. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not leaving my house. Like, somebody gonna leave, but it damn sure ain't gonna be me. Okay? What's up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl, EJ, and welcome to the recap, y'all. So today, we're gonna be talking about the BET Plus original series called Zatima. Now, y'all, keeping it 100 with y'all, I literally have only seen about 5 episodes of the show Sisters, which was one of the main reasons why I wanted to give my first impression of this TV show, because I wanted to see if this is truly a TV show that you can look at as a separate entity, or do you have to go and look at all 11 episodes of Sisters in order to enjoy this TV show. Now, I'm coming from this from a fresh perspective of eyes. I'm not Team Karen, Team Fatima, I'm Team nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this as a TV show about this couple who has just moved in together, and I'm not going back into their history unless it's brought up inside of the TV show, of course. Then, we'll do a little bit of research and figure out what we need to figure out. But anyway, y'all, just wanted to go ahead and put that disclaimer out there. So let's go ahead and get into this first impression video of episodes 1 and 2. Let's get into it, y'all. Okay, y'all, so this show is written, directed, and created by Mr. TP himself, Mr. Tyler Perry. Now, y'all, this show was a spinoff of the hit TV show Sisters, and it was based off of a pretty popular couple from that show called Zach and Fatima, hence the name Zatima. Now, y'all, let me just start this off by saying this. Now, look, do Sisters have the kind of sex scenes that they have in Zatima? Because, woo, they was doing a lot. And I was here for those sex scenes. I was like, how are they maneuvering this camera? Because this was like some soft porn, some Showtime after hours type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know why the show is now TVMA. I mean, I might have to travel back to Sisters if this what they doing. I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all. So the show is actually going to start out with your boy Zach and Fatima. Fatima is she's getting ready to move out of her home. This couple is transitioning into moving in together. So they're about to make this huge change in their life. Now, she's a little apprehensive about actually selling her place. So she's opted to rent her home out instead, which makes sense. They're not getting married. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see anything wrong with her having a little bit of a security net, a little bit of a safety net. So renting the house out, in my opinion, would make complete sense to me. Anyway, y'all. So we're going to move on and meet the friends. Now, the friends have actually never met each other. So none of them have met each other. They haven't met Zach. They haven't met Fatima. Now, Fatima's friends, Belinda and Angela, right from the jump, I get the idea that Belinda is definitely messy. And as we see things go on into the show, we going to realize that we right. Belinda is definitely the messy one. And then Angela is more like that motherly figure, more like that peacekeeper, more like the person that tries to keep everybody calm. And then on Zach's side, we're going to meet Bryce, Nate, and Tony. Now, Nate is going to be the one that is married, and that seems to, his wife definitely has him in check. Let's just say it like that. Yeah, Nate is got his hands full. And then you have Tony, who's single and probably going to be single for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? And then we have Bryce, who seems to have it all together. Now, y'all, as we move on, you're going to see Zach and Fatima kind of in their house for the first time, together. And Fatima's going to make the suggestion that, hey, we need to have this dinner because our friends need to meet. And so they decide that, they're going to bring the friends together. Of course, Zach is like, of course, he's not going to ask Tony or Nate because he don't want nobody to meet them. But these guys are going to go ahead and consummate this whole house and do their thing. And that was that sex scene that I was talking to y'all about earlier. That was pretty intense. So anyway, y'all, we're also going to learn that your boy Zach comes with a lot of baggage. I mean, this dude come with a lot. If you're going to be with him, you gonna have to deal with some stuff because they got potential baby mamas going on. He got some SEC stuff going on. Like, Zach just come with a lot. So we're going to learn that Fatima is like, hey, I'm going to go visit your baby mama because we're going to need to get this DNA test. Now, apparently, Zach doesn't believe that this is his baby. So he say this not his baby, the stripper, but that the other baby, which is from his ex, Karen, that one could potentially be his or not. So it's just Zach has a lot going on. So I gotta give it. Fatima is definitely, yeah, she a real one because she dealing with a lot when it comes to Zach. So she must really, really care about him and love him in order to, to have to put out all these fires and deal with the things the way that she has to deal with them. So anyway, y'all, one of my favorite scenes was when she actually went and she checked the stripper. Like, she walked up into the strip club. One of the strippers tries to say something to her, and she kind of just, she's just like, look, I'm looking for her. She go over there and, she tell her, like, look, we need to have this DNA test. And she already talking about some child support. And I'm just like, girl, how you gonna be talking about some child support? Like, you need a DNA test first. Won't you prove that he's the baby daddy? And then you get all the child support you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Let's just do this right. Let's do this the right way. So anyway, Fatima just has to let it be known where she coming from. You know what I'm saying? And so I can definitely tell that Fatima liked to fight. Like I said, I didn't look at the other show, but it seems like she might have been fighting a lot over there as well. If Zach is doing all the stuff that he's, if he had all this going on, seemed like she might be doing a lot of fighting. But she definitely made it known that, hey, you gonna have yourself there at 6 o'clock tomorrow, and we gonna get this DNA test done. So I don't think old girl is gonna put up any type of resistance, and I think she will be there at 6. So anyway, y'all, we're finally going to make it to the dinner where we're going to learn that Angela and Bryce are actually together. So Zach's friend and her friend are actually like a couple now, or, it's a new thing. So they've only been dating for a few weeks or whatnot. So small world. And then we're going to see Belinda show up. Now, when Belinda shows up, Zach is going to open the door and he's going to slam the door in her face, like right from the jump. And I'm like, ugh, come on, Zach, not somebody else. Come on. So he opens the door up and she walks in and she just goes straight in attack mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell that this girl is angry. Like I said, messy. I can tell that she's the messy one. So she just goes straight into being like, like this N-word, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just going in, and I'm just like, this is not how you say this. Like, in all realness, like, that's not how you are supposed to tell your friend about such a delicate situation, especially when you see how much she's glowing, when you see how much she cares about this man. She's sat here, she's talked to you, she's told you how she feels. You know what I'm saying? You see that she's different. So why would you throw it out there like that? This is a conversation that you take her to the side and you talk to her in private, not like the way that she did. Like, yes, you tell her, but you don't tell her like this. So anyway, y'all, turns out, that Belinda and Zach, of course, have slept together before. It was a one-night thing. And then apparently, Zach ghosted her and Belinda feel a type of way about it, So we're also going to learn that Belinda actually went to his ex and told her about it. And then she ended up being her hairstylist. And, of course, his ex, must have told her about what was going on with him. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently it doesn't seem like Zach has been... It seemed like Zach liked to cheat. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm getting from this character, is that he was a cheater and now he's reformed and he want to be in a committed relationship. So it seems like Belinda went to the ex, told her about it. And of course, she's hearing all these things about him. So from her perspective is that, that he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, he ghosted her. But we also found out that she was a bugaboo too. Like, I would ghost you too. Like, you cannot be texting me, calling me. Like, especially if we just smashed and that was it. Like we're not in a relationship and you calling me, texting me, you blowing me up like that. Like, that's not cool either. So I kind of get why he would kind of ghost her if she was doing all that extra stuff. But it felt like she was really angry, and of course, Zach felt disrespected in his home. You know what I'm saying? So he going off on her, telling exactly how he feel, and Fatima like, watch what you say next. Watch what you say next. And she real calm about it. I think that's why I might just like this Fatima character, because she real calm about it. She real calm and cool, and she never raised her voice. Like, she never got angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just kept it calm. And those are the type of people you have to watch, because, the same way she grabbed a girl, the same way, I just see it. I see that she a fighter right now. So anyway, Zach decides that he's going to leave, and he's going to leave his own house. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not leaving my house. Like, somebody going to leave, but it damn sure ain't going to be me. Okay? But he decides to go and take a walk and kind of just try to blow off some steam or whatever. And then, of course, Fatima and her friend are going to talk. Now, her friend is going to keep trying to apologize or whatnot. But, girl, you already done the damage. Like, you've done it. Like, you done it. Like, you was hella disrespectful. And, it is what it is. So, moving on from that, because that whole dinner scene was just a lot. But of course, that's going to bring a little bit of friction between Fatima and Zach. And you're going to see that, they're going to be a little bit petty that night, and they going to go to bed mad. You know what I'm saying? Because Fatima says that she's not upset, but at the same time, you can definitely tell that she's bothered. And this is going to bring them into this whole conversation about body counts. And I'm just like, y'all don't know the body counts already? Like, y'all ain't had that conversation? Like, that's never came up. And so apparently, he got a high body count, and he in turn asked her about hers, and she don't want to talk about it. So you can definitely feel that there is a lot of tension going on between these two. So anyway, y'all, as we move on into the next morning, Zach still has this whole SEC thing kind of hanging over his head, this meeting that's supposed to be happening. And Bryce has already prepped him and kind of gotten him ready for what they're going to be asking him. And he's just going to let him know, like, look, somebody's trying to call you. You need to answer this phone call because they need to set this meeting with you. And so that's when we're going to be introduced to the character Gretchen, who is going to be from the SEC, who's going to be handling, this whole case and questioning Zach about everything that took place and everything that happened. So he's dealing with that, but he's also dealing with his whole situation that he got going on there with, his girl. So anyway, Angela is going to, of course, try to play that whole peacemaker thing. And she's going to be like, look, hey, go talk to Belinda. You know what I'm saying? She feel really bad. She was drinking and yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, it don't even matter if she was drinking or not. Like, girl, you was just wrong for the way that you approached this whole situation and the way that you told your friend. But anyway, they're going to talk and they're going to have a heart to heart. And she's just going to let her know, like, this my man. You can't be coming at him like that. And she's like, maybe I can apologize. And she just like, yeah, it ain't the time. Like, it's just not the time to apologize. But these two are girls, they're cool. So, of course, they're going to work it out, and they have a heart to heart and they get it back together. So they're good, But at the end of the day, Zach and Fatima still have things that they have to sort through and that they have to work through. Like I said, when you think about it, it feels like Zach just comes with a lot. And if you're not prepared for that, it could be kind of hard and stressful on a relationship. But in this particular episode, like as we get toward the end of, I think this is episode 2, where Gretchen is going to come in, and like I said, Bryce has prepped him, and he's actually prepped him way too well, because he just answers all the questions too good, and she just doesn't believe this. She just doesn't trust it, and she's just like, something ain't right about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you answer these questions way too well. Like, you answered them too good. Like, so that raises another red flag. So even though we thought this might be over, it's not, because it feels like Gretchen is going to be coming at him harder and harder, and who knows what's going to happen with this whole situation, y'all. So those are some of the main things that happen on these first 2 episodes. And to be honest, I was really, really impressed with the TV show. They do make a lot of references back to the other show. I mean, I heard the name Karen quite a bit, and I do know who Karen is, of course. I know that that's his ex. There were a couple of times that they made references to Karen that I thought, like when Zach said something about her at the dinner table, and he it's almost like he blamed Karen for his infidelities. And I was just like, I don't even know this character, Karen, but I know you not blaming somebody for your own infidelities. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just didn't feel right. And I'm just like, this character is supposed to be all about being changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a different person now. He's not that same person anymore that he was when he was with her, because now he's in love with Fatima, and he says that he's this different person. But I don't know, I just kind of got the idea just from looking, just from these first few episodes. Zach seems like he's gonna be, I don't know, he seems a bit childish, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And it seems like he also doesn't really like to take ownership of things, but that's just the vibe that I'm getting from him right now. I gotta wait to see a little bit more about his character, about his new character, because like I said, I don't want to delve into his old character because he says he's changed. So I want to see what this new character is like, but so far that's kind of what I'm getting from him. So it'll be interesting just to see how they develop these particular characters and how they move forward from here. I think personally that it's a show that you can look at without necessarily knowing all of the history between them. I think knowing the history and maybe having seen this couple, all the things that they've went through, I think you can, it'll give you a deeper meaning, or I guess that's the word I'm looking for, like maybe a better experience watching the show. I guess you could say that. But at the same time, I don't feel like you have to. I think that the show can stand alone on itself without you always having to travel back to what happened on this, or what are they talking about. I think you can kind of figure out, for the most part, what's going on. Even with the SEC thing, you can kind of figure out that, Zach has come into some money because he made some stock investments and that he might have got an insider tip. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to go back through all of the past episodes to figure out that there's a reason why the SEC is looking into him, why he's having to have this meeting with the SEC. So I don't know. I just think that I think it's a pretty good show so far. So I'm definitely going to watch a few more episodes to see, how it continues to go. I do know that Tyler Perry likes to have like a ton of episodes on his show, like a lot. So we'll definitely see how this all works out. Okay, y'all, so that's what's up with the TV show Zatima. Let me know what y'all thought about the show. Let me know if you think that this is truly a show that you can watch by itself without having to go back and travel and look at sisters. Do you think that this is a good standalone show, or do you think that in order to truly enjoy the show, you have to go back and look at sisters and know this complicated history of this couple in order to, really enjoy it? So anyway, guys, leave it all down in the comments. Until next time, peace.